Hello, I'm Laura. It is Saturday, August 9th, 2025, and these are the Saturday Heartlines. Normally at this point on the Saturday Heartlines, I would focus on the headlines and heartlines of the past week. But this week I was traveling from Mexico back to my home in Kansas, and I had a little bit of transitional difficulty in my technology, so it is a shorter week. Therefore, I am continuing the theme that began this week through the following week, and that theme is common unity. And in doing so, I'm looking at the second part of the headlines that we started to address yesterday, with the tariffs that came out from the United States government and were applied to 90 countries from 10% to 50%. Yesterday, we looked at the possible economic impacts and our concern over those and how we can actually find peace by continuing to recognize that there is one source of our good, and by turning to that source through prayer. When we turn to that source in prayer, we get the ideas that give us the motivation to act in ways that draw the good we need in our lives to us. Now, this isn't a spiritual bypass. It's actually a reframing of those financial difficulties that can come up in life. The second part that we are looking at today is our international relationships. Though on a national scale, they're looking a little tense right now because of tariffs and other reasons, we don't have to give in to that. We can continue our own international relationships with each other as a human family through what we do. And one of the things we can do locally, we don't even have to go much of any place to do it, is attend intercultural events. Look to your local area or to nearby events that have perhaps festivals from cultures that aren't your own, or places where you can do a language exchange with other people, or maybe even find out how to learn another language yourself right from where you are. You can also connect with people globally through multiple forms of social media and have blogs or dialogues or whatever it is you call them that exchange ideas, that celebrate the differences, and that build bridges through common values. And finally, you can travel, either in person or if that is not in your current budget to travel in person, or if you have some concern about that, you can do so by watching travel programs on television or actually immersing yourself in those other cultures that you can experience locally once again. So there are the three things we can do: attend intercultural events, connect with other people, and travel, either in person or online or through local events or in your own heart in prayer. And right now, we are going to take that time of prayerful pause to connect with our human family by taking a deep breath and closing our eyes and focusing on this thought. I am a member of the human family, enriched by the differences and empowered by the shared values. I am a member of the human family, enriched by the differences and empowered by the shared values. And so it is. So, we can attend intercultural events. We can connect with people from other countries through social media. And we can travel online, watching travel programs on television, or just in our own hearts in prayer. When we do so, ACT, it just happens to spell that, we act in ways that build bridges in our international relationships so that when other conditions might be straining those relationships, we can strengthen them together by recognizing who we are. And if you happen to be listening to this from another country, let me know, because I love those international connections, because we are all citizens of our own countries and of the world. Thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.